Hey bakers! Today we're going to learn how to stencil with Royal Icing. This is a quick and simple method to decorate your cookies. Welcome to our page, where we're going to learn, shop, and decorate together at Fran's Cake and Candy Supplies. Hit the subscribe button to follow. Let's get started. Today I'm going to show you two ways I like to stencil. You'll need either a stencil genie or the Cookie Countess magnets, which come in a packet of 12, a stiff Royal Icing consistency and spatula, a flexible scraper, and a stencil of your choice. The Stencil Genie is my go-to. It's very simple to use and most stencils fit right in. You just clip your stencil right into the frame and it holds each corner in place. It has raised edges so that you can place the frame right over your cookie. We're going to be using a stiff Royal Icing consistency in order to get the best results from the stencil. I'll show you what happens when you use a consistency that's too runny at the end of this video. You'll use about a scoopful of icing to smooth over your cookie with your spatula. Make sure that you cover the entire design of the stencil. If you use too little icing, then your stencil design will come out looking thin and not fully stenciled. So you want to make sure to apply a generous amount to spread. You'll then use the scraper to gently scrape off the icing. Make sure to use the full length of the scraper to evenly smooth the icing over as you scrape off. Fill in empty spots if needed and repeat. You want to pick a stencil design that best fits your cookie shape. Make sure that your cookies are properly flooded and fully dry before using a stencil over them. You can also use cookies covered with fondant. You'll want to stop once you start to see the stencil design outline. Gently lift the Stencil Genie straight up to avoid spreading Royal Icing over your cookie. Stenciling is the perfect alternative to having to pipe out more complicated designs. Let's try this again with the Cookie Countess magnets. These work best on a metal tray. I'm using my Genie mini mat on this tray to prevent my cookie from sliding around. You want to start by stacking 2 magnets in each corner of your cookie. Then place your stencil on top and lock them in place with the remaining magnets. Repeat the same process as we did with the first cookie, generously spreading the icing over the stencil before scraping off the excess icing. You'll want to be very careful while lifting the magnets off of the stencil one by one before lifting the stencil off of the cookie. Both methods work great and beat holding your stencil down. We have the Stencil Genie and magnets available at our shop. This is what happens when you use a thinner Royal Icing consistency. The icing tends to spread under the stencil, making a mess. So remember to use a stiff consistency, which is what you usually start off with when you make your Royal Icing batch. Now you know how to stencil. Give it a try and tell us what you think. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Enjoy!